Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Your Excellency, the committee, the honorable judges, and my dear friend who participate in this speech contest. Before I deliver my speech, let us give thanks to God Almighty for His grace and mercy so we can present in this happy and beautiful place. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor for me to deliver my speech to such honorable audiences entitled Youth Mission from Us to the Next Generation. Now, when I talk about the quality of Indonesian education, what comes to your mind? Satisfaction? Pride? Or is it concern? For me, the answer is concern. Because according to PISA, basic literacy skill of Indonesian people is currently at level 1A out of 7, while the world average is at level 3 until 4. This is alarming because PISA also states that basic literacy plays a significant role, over 80%, in one's ability to understand information. Poor literacy contributes directly to our locality education and place Indonesia at 69th place in the world ranking. This made me wonder, why is our education still poor? And yes, there are so many factors, such as infrastructure problem, inequality in development, and curriculum that change too often and sometimes feel irrelevant. But in my opinion, there is one root problem. Indonesian children are rarely taught or encouraged to think critically. Too often, when children asking questions, instead of getting an answer, they were told to be quiet and not ask too much. This slowly killed their curiosity and ability to think critically, even though this skill is essential to improve literacy and education quality. Now, the real question is, do we want to continue with this poor quality of education? What can we, the youths, do to change it? Some may respond with community initiatives such as raising funds for school facility or holding a seminar to encourage critical thinking. These ideas are not wrong, but how effective are they in truly improving our quality of education? Such action requires significant resources and coordination, while often only provide temporary effect without addressing the root problem. In reality, most of the influence on education quality came within the institution themselves. We, as youth and ordinary citizens, cannot directly change the curriculum or national policies. And not everyone willing to sacrifice without compensation, which make large community movement is difficult to sustain. However, large movement by a few, rather than large movement by a few, small movement by everyone will be far more effective. That's why I believe there are two main actions we can take. First, for those are able to enter educational institution with clear agenda for change. Second, something that we all can do. Teach the next generation to think critically, starting with our younger siblings or our children. Get them used to think how and why, because they are the heirs to what we are fighting for today. In my opinion, it's better holding one seminar that's inspired people to spread this habit of critical thinking to the next generation than 1,000 seminars for a generation who's still trapped in poor quality of education. And finally, as student, start with yourself. You must start to think critically. However, to be realistic, this step cannot be carried equally by all youths, because each stage of youth has different capability and responsibility. Now you might think that's my idea are not give a big role on young students. Instead, focusing on those 20 to 30 age. And that's right, because according to Law number 40 of 2009, youths are those 16 to 30 age. And it's indeed that 20 to 30 age range are who have key role in this change. We, who currently under 20, still a recipient of education and is not yet fully capable of becoming an educator. However, it's not mean I simply pass everything on to them, because one day we will reach that age and take on that role. This movement is the long-term one. The result might not feasible for 2 generations, but those results are not be reached. There are something real. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the one of many students who currently receiving poor quality of education. And that's why I'm here today, to speak what needs to be said. I hope this small call will one day help our education quality to change to be better. Before I conclude, let me remind all of us, it doesn't matter who speak this word. What matters is how we act on the message they carry. Together, let's ensure what will pass to the next generation is not a problem, but a promise. That is all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.